Hello ladies, welcome back to my channel. I'm Sarah, the Contoured Chemist, and today I wanted to show you guys how you apply your mascara if you're an oily girl or if you like that matte look. Mascara is known for giving you that glow, and it's a common misconception that people think if they have oily skin already, they can't wear this makeup, and that's just not true. So I am going to show you how you apply your makeup if that is the look you're going for, and we're just going to go ahead and get started, and I will walk you through the process. Okay, so you either have oily skin or you want that matte look. If you have oily skin, I always recommend you start off with either your setting spray or a oil-free mattifying primer. Okay, I am a big fan of Stay Spray. Now I will be real, I do not have oily skin ever since I got started on our milk cream. It totally made me normal. So that could be a good choice for you if you're wanting to correct the problem. Get started with skincare. If you've tried it and you're still struggling, all it comes down to is the order in which you apply your makeup, and this can totally work and be easier than your past routine for sure. So I like to start with Stay. I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys as I go. Now, if you have tried this Stay, it's not enough for you, you have a lot of oil. I recommend the Becca one. I think it's called like Everpore, Evermatte, something like that. I will link it. It is a great one, and it really just something to keep that oil at bay so you don't have to worry about it. So yeah, first thing, just like if you had normal skin, is you're gonna start by evening out your skin tone, okay? So if you are new to mascara, okay, you wanna start off with your highlight color. Now, I am a rare bird, maybe not rare, but I use 3 colors of highlights. And that is because I have this loveliness and I like the under eye bright look. That's just my preference. If you don't like that look, it will save you a step. But I am kind of like in between 2 colors right now too, so I'm gonna mix my colors. And the great thing about mascara is when you're transitioning into fall or into summer and you're getting a tan or you're losing that tan, you can easily mix, and it's super easy just to go dab, dab, okay? 2 different colors. As you're losing your tan, you can get lighter and vice versa. So I'm in the process of trying out a new self-tanner, and it's a little darker than I'm used to, and so I need a little bit of a mix. Just makes it so easy to mix. So I'm going with a little bit lighter under my eyes because naturally most people are a little bit lighter there. Okay, my nose is always darker, so I'm going to go with a darker highlight there. Okay, and that's why this makeup's amazing for your face, because it's custom to whatever your face is. So I can easily use 2 colors and you're not going to be able to tell that I'm mixing. They will blend together seamlessly, okay? Now this makeup is designed so you don't have to layer, but if you saw in the beginning, I'm red in my cheeks, so I use a little bit of that Magic Mango there to get rid of that redness. Okay, all of our highlights are yellow based, so they will actually brighten your skin and reduce redness. And I'm using the Detail Hack, and like you saw, I barely dab. I usually distribute it on that area and then I buff it into the skin. And that's when you can see if you're having any texture issues, you look dry, flaky, anything like that, it's a color problem, and let me know. You might need a new color match, okay? Okay, so I evened out. Now is also the time if you have darkness. So I put, you know, a very light layer over that spot there, but obviously I'd like more coverage than that. And so I'll go in with my color correcting color. And in this case, darkness is amazing with Mango, okay? It will also work any kind of hyperpigmentation, sunspots. If you have a lot of darkness under your eyes, you can go in with this color, okay, dab it in, and it disappears. And then you can go back in with your brighter color underneath or on top, and it will brighten you back up, okay? So if you evened out, now's the time I usually will go in and spot treat. So if I have any unwanted friends, so I had one right here, and I don't think you can really even see it much anymore with just that one layer, but I love our Multitasker brush for this. This little end is precision, and now I go in with whatever color you wear on that area and simply spot treat. Now sometimes I let it sit there depending on how badly it needs to be touched up or not. You can even use the wider, flatter end to go back in with some powder and set it, but I usually like to wait till the end and then I'll set that bad boy on there, okay? So now is when I go in with my lighter color. You don't have to switch brushes. I'm a weirdo and like to use them all. So I like to go in with my 30-second hack. This pointed end, I feel like gets really in there really nicely. And I'm gonna use one of our new shades today because I'm obsessed. So I'm gonna use as many as I can. This is Linen. So what I like to do is just dab it in there, okay? And I simply press it. So I'm not buffing like I did with the all over color, okay? I'm simply dabbing and pressing, okay? It's more of like a stippling motion, okay? And I go all the way down the side of my nose because you can see I have a lot of darkness on this side. So I go all the way down the side of my nose, all the way over the side of the eye. I like to do my eyes first, so that way if you get messy, you can simply just clean it up and make that a nice clean line, okay? And I go all the way in that triangle of light formation, okay? So all the way to the nostril, up to the eye and inner corner, okay? That is the sweet spot where you're gonna get amazing brightness and you're gonna get that highlighted look that we're going for. So same thing on the other side. Okay, so if you can tell, it's on there a little heavier than I would normally wear it. You can tell I got makeup on. We don't want that. So I like to put it on a little thicker because I really want to make sure I have good coverage under my eyes, and I want that brightness even after I take off the excess, okay? So here's where I bust out the Perfector sponge, okay? So this bad boy has been wet, okay? Under running water, squeeze it, let it go, let it fill up with water, squeeze it out, and then I wrap a towel around it, squeeze it out again, so you can see no water. It doesn't feel wet, it feels cold, okay? That is perfection when it comes to the Perfector. If it feels wet, it's actually you're gonna see it pulling off your makeup. That means you have way too much water on it. If it doesn't pull it off to where you're getting left with like a bald spot, then it's golden, okay? Some people might like to use it dry. Again, it's dependent upon your skin type. For me, this is the perfect way. And all you have to do is simply dab, okay? And I'm gonna show you the difference. So the point with this is you want it to make it look like skin, not makeup, right? So we don't wanna look like we have a pound of makeup on our face. Can you tell the difference? It's like, wowza. I still have brightness, okay? And you can perfect it as much as you want until you get it to where you want. But this side is too heavy for my liking. Okay, so I'm just gonna do the same thing. And as you can see, I totally perfected off my coverage there. So I'm just gonna go back in. I forgot it was there, guys. So usually if you are spot treating, you want to use like the lightest hand possible, like barely touching if you're gonna use your Perfector. At least that's what I found is key. Okay, so we've brightened. If you wanna go all out, like I want the ultimate highlighted look, then bust out your, I like the detail for this, and really add that lighter color that you used under your eyes in those highlighted spots. So that's when you go down bridge of your nose, okay, upper forehead, and this is just a real light hand, but it just gives you that brightness, okay? If you have more mature skin and you're finding that it's just emphasizing your under eye area, don't go all the way under your eye, okay? Really concentrate on this point right here. So you might not need the entire triangle. You might need to just really concentrate on right here on both sides of your face to give you that triangle of light brightness without emphasizing any fine lines, because nobody wants that. Seriously, mama doesn't need that at all. Okay, so we are brightened, but now we gotta add in that dimension. We gotta add that contour and really sculpt out our face and lift those cheekbones, okay? That is a goal here. So I'm gonna pull up my Detail Hack again, obviously my fave. You can use either side. If you're starting out and you wanna just use this brush because you can easily feel that cheekbone, then draw that line on the face and then you can blend. So I will show you both sides. I'm gonna use our newest contour. Can you see? Astoria, okay? This is in between olive and indigo, and it is creamier than olive. So if you're used to olive but are looking for a little bit of more darkness, be careful. The first time I added way too much. Okay, so feel for that cheekbone, okay? It's always about the middle to high point of your ear, okay? And you should be able to like roll a pencil and really feel it, okay? This is the magic line here, okay? Corner of the mouth to the top of the ear. You never want to contour below that area. It's gonna drag your face down, not pretty, okay? Then smile lines. Don't go inside those, okay? It's going to make you look like a mustache and it's not gonna lift your cheekbones as much. My favorite, now every artist is different, but I like to stay out of the corner of my eye, okay? So if I stay in this imaginary line only from here over, like from the front, you shouldn't be able to see my contour. But it's naturally gonna blend in a little bit and I don't want it in this area. Don't want it here, don't want it here, okay? You want it right on that cheekbone. Don't get too high. You wanna naturally get it right where you have that natural shadow, okay? And, okay, I already put it on my brush. So always start at the top of the ear. You're gonna deposit the most amount of product wherever you start your brush. So naturally, you're not gonna have more of a shadow here, you're gonna have more of a shadow here. So start at your hairline, okay? And then when I'm using this end, I like to simply just drag it and draw a line. Okay, and I feel like you can't even see that because you can never see it in the camera quite like you can in the real mirror. Okay, can you all see my line? I try to not put more than's needed because it just makes it harder to blend out. And this color is a lot darker than what I'm used to wearing, okay? Now my favorite way of doing it is this way. It's a little weird, but I love it. I take my Detail Hack fat side on an angle right into my product and I just kind of pounce it. So I get the color, can you see that, on half of my brush only. Okay, keep that side down. Okay, starting up at the ear, and then I simply stipple, pounce along that line. And I do very, very little blending when I do that. Okay, so this side you might be able to see, it's more of a line that I'm gonna have to blend out. This has already given me more of a diffused line. So all I do is I kind of go back and forth, and then I pull some of the color up. So I have more of a defined line on the bottom, and then that color gets blended up, and then when my lip and cheek color gets placed kind of over this area, it all blends together seamlessly. So on this side, I'm gonna have to kind of work a little harder at blending. So try to keep just the top part and kind of blend upwards. You never want to blend down. That's when you're gonna get that messy area and it's gonna drag your face down, okay? And if you have like too much, okay, you can always go back, grab your highlight brush, okay? You can blend this out. So if you think you're getting too far in, use some leftover highlight. These creams blend so well together, they're kind of foolproof, okay? If you think you blended too much, grab your highlight again and add some highlight here, and you can chisel back out that cheekbone. Really, there's no wrong way of doing it, as long as you find the way you like and the way that's easiest and whatever works for you. So you still feel like you need to blend more, don't forget you have the Perfector. It's really easy. You can kind of like push and roll it up, just pounce it, whatever you want to do, and it really blends that out very easily. So this is great at getting off excess product, okay? So perfect it, and then it's time for lip and cheek. So I am obsessed with our blush side of our B² brush. So I'm gonna try out our newest color, you guys. In all honesty, I haven't tried this yet. Not once. So you can tell it's perfect. This is Scarlet. Okay, so I'm guessing it's gonna be concentrated because all of our lip and cheeks are highly pigmented. So I'm going to, when in doubt, pounce it and then do it on your hand, okay? Might have to add more. So when it comes to blush, okay, you wanna smile, okay? And you don't wanna go right on the apples of your cheeks, because when you don't smile, it's gonna drag down and it's gonna be right in here. You want like 1 to 2 fingers in between your nose and where your blush starts, okay? And you always wanna make sure it's connected to your contour, okay? If there's a space in between, it's not gonna look natural. So what I do is I always smile, kind of look towards the outside of that apple, okay? And I start there, and then I pounce upwards. And I like to pounce because I just concealed that area. I don't want to move the product underneath it. Okay, so I feel like I can see it, but I can't see it a lot because I was being careful. So we're just gonna, and the great thing about that, it's buildable. So just add a little bit more until you get the color you like. And I feel like our lip and cheeks do kind of tone down after a few minutes. Okay, that side's definitely more than this one. Okay, and then if you feel like it's not, like if you're seeing where you had that, again, go in, clean it up, blend it, okay? Use that Perfector around the edges, okay? And it's gonna look seamless. This stuff is magic, literal magic. Okay, so lip. Okay, I'm just gonna try it without lining. We're gonna see how red it is. I am not a red person, okay? Let's get that out there. I haven't tried it yet. Oh, wow. That's a lot more red than I thought it was gonna be. That's okay, guys. It's fun. It's fun to have fun with makeup, right? This is definitely a color I might need to line my lips. Or I might not need to use my finger because it might get stained. Okay. If you need to line, you guys, Indigo Contour is an amazing liner. Let's pop some on and use our Multitasker and see what happens there. Okay, I got that a little thick. We'll see. Okay, now we can use the other side and kind of clean up. I love using this side to actually apply lip color. Okay, so if you like Ever Red, which is our limited edition holiday color, you're gonna love Scarlet. Dang. Okay, where was I? Okay, lip and cheek illuminator. I'm gonna use another color. So my favorite trick is to grab that Perfector again. Okay, so we got 2 new illuminators, but I'm gonna show you guys Dream because it's universal. Anyone can wear it. It kind of has an iridescence to it, and I love the Perfector for illuminator. And you just go like this, okay? And you just pop it right on there. We also got Glow, and it is for our dark skinned ladies, but I've seen people like wearing it. It's this bronze one. I've been liking it with my bronzer brush on my collarbone. Gives you a little sparkle bronzer effect. I don't know, okay. Illuminator, what's next? Okay, so if you're oily, here's I feel like the end of your routine is always the most important. So, okay, I always stay and then powder. If you are oily or if you're after that matte look, okay? If you do it the other way around, this is gonna give you a dewy finish, okay? So if our Stay Spray just is not enough for you, there's a couple of good ones from Urban Decay, like the De-Slick and the All Nighter. De-Slick is like for oily skin, and All Nighter is just a long-lasting one. Honestly, it doesn't work as well for me, but I don't have oily skin. So I've heard that is a great one for oily skin, so I recommend that one as well. Okay, as far as powdering, I recommend this brush, okay? It's unlike any other because it's made to simply press powder into your pores, I can't talk. So it's gonna keep that oil at bay instead of just taking a big fluffy brush, powdering all over it. First of all, half of that doesn't go on your face, and it doesn't actually keep oil away, okay? This, you put it only where you need it, okay? So I use our Vanilla Dust, and I just take a little bit, and I always do under my under eye, okay? Since creams don't set, it will set my under eye so I won't have creasing, okay? I recommend that for anyone, not just the oily girls. Now, if you're oily, this is where you can go and you can press this powder in anywhere you've put highlight. So here, 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 here. So I usually get shiny right in between my brows and then sometimes on the tip of my nose. And that's about the only place I powder because I like a more dewy finish and not matte. If you like it matte, powder them all. then I like to recommend the powdered bronzer, which ours is called Cayman. And then you want to set your contour areas, okay? So you just go right over where you contoured. I feel like it helps blend it out and it helps it last all day long. Oh my gosh, you guys, I just realized I never contoured the rest of my face. Oh man, I just got so excited about trying this lip and cheek. Rewind. Not that it's difficult to contour the rest of your face. So we contoured our cheeks. You guys, I never contoured my forehead. Let's try this again. Okay, so to contour your forehead, super simple. Keep it around your hairline, okay? Brush it up into your hair so you don't have any white lines, okay? If you have a wide forehead, you can take it all the way down to your temples. It will help pull your forehead in. If you have a little tall forehead like me, you can bring it farther down on your forehead, and it's gonna give you the illusion of a smaller forehead. And then when it comes to your jawline, you're just gonna sculpt it out. So again, start where you have the most shadow naturally, back there, and then just pull it on the bottom side of your jaw. You don't want a stripe on the side of your face, so keep it under your jaw, okay? And then always pull the color down your neck so it blends. Sorry. And then your nose is obviously optional. I like to tell girls that once you get the hang of the normal hack, then you can get into the mastery level. Okay, so, well, I think we were done. Now, since I set my contours without my contour on my face, then you can go back in with your powders. Don't mind me, guys. Okay, now I'm done. Now I'm officially done. Did I get it all? Okay, so we're all done. Recap, if you're oily or matte, okay, start with a setting spray as your primer or an oil controlling primer. Do the whole hack, okay? Highlight and contour, gotta remember that part, and Illuminator, lip and cheek, okay? Did all that, and then I like to set with bronzer and powder after my setting spray again, okay? I should lock it in place. And you can use a cream bronzer in there if you want to. I recommend doing that after your highlight, contour, lip and cheek, illuminator, then your Bella bronzer, and then just remember, oily or matte, powder last. Since this would take away that powdery finish, if you want a matte look, you gotta do it last. Okay, hopefully that helped you guys. I'm sorry that was all over the place. So, like and subscribe if you wanna see more from me. And hopefully I'll see you guys next time. Thank you guys for watching. Love ya, bye.